Yeah, g'day Bush Camping Tools here. Well, I've got with me today, out here in the bit of the wilds, the Chaman from Nieto Knives of Spain, Miguel Nieto Knives. Let's have a look at that. There it is there, can you see that there? Okay, so this is a drop point knife. It's in their survival series. It comes with these KATEX scales here. There's a nice bit of a palm swell on there too. It's a very thick blade with a rounded spine. I'll put the specs up down the bottom. And it's a hollow ground knife here too. Okay, it's a very, very nice knife. Some thumb jimping. Can wear it at a horizontal mount like this. Okay, so this is the horizontal mount here. Can wear it on your belt like that, and it's just out like that. See that there? Pretty quick, smart. So horizontal mounting in there. Two straps here and here. You swing it to the side. See that there? Right. Or a traditional vertical mount. Or you can just take it straight off like that and mount it like this there, just like that there. Okay? Okay, right. And I'll show you what I've been doing with it. In the previous week, all the different things. We'll have a look at this little pouch that came on here. See this pouch here? This is the kit setup. There's a model before it, the basic setup, and it doesn't come with this pouch. Let's have a look at what's in this pouch firstly. And what we've got in here is let me put that down there for a sec. So the first thing we've got in the pouch is a diamond file, which is pretty good, and that's reversible. Diamond sharpener, and you can sharpen a fish hook on there or the blade of the knife, so that's pretty good. Some sintered diamond material there. Okay, and that folds away into that. The next thing that came in the kit was a fire steel, and that's great, very useful. And you've got a whistle, pretty loud whistle, and inside of the whistle it's water resistant. There's a little O-ring on there. You've got a bit of paper, you can write a message, and that's kind of pretty cool. That could be important, that. You've got a heliograph. Essentially, this is a polished bit of metal with a hole in it to attract and to signal people. Okay, so you've got a heliograph there. It's kept in there so it's not going to get all scratched up in that bit of plastic. That's quite useful in a real survival situation. Heliograph, okay, you can see that there. And the other thing that came with the kit, I don't have it on me now at the moment, there was a good length of paracord in there. So if I just put this back in here now, let's have a look at this. The other thing that was in the kit is a little fire steel scraper. I don't like these things, you know. They certainly work, you know, but you can also use your knife, back of your knife blade too. Okay. Right, okay, so the kit comes off like this. You've got, it's not quite moly, but you've got this attachment in here, and you can take this off altogether. Okay, so that's just the pouch there. That could go into any moly thing. It actually slides, it should slide underneath of this. If it slides underneath these things, it'll be a lot more secure on the pouch. So that's a pretty good little kit. You could put anything in there really. Pen knife, multi-tool, folder, you know, in here for a fire bow drill. Just in here. But anyway, yeah, let's have a look at what I've been doing with this thing in the previous days. Let's get a closer look at that. Now I'm not going to chop through the whole thing because that would just be crazy, but you can see it does go into, there's a bit of weight into it. I haven't got gloves on. Maybe the handle could be a bit rougher actually. It's a nice comfortable handle, but when you want to chop with a small knife, you've got to have some really strong grip. So I think without gloves, handle needs to be a little grippier, maybe some cross hatching into these KATEX scales. Not the tip to bend, let's see. See that? So look at the tip. This is pretty straight, let's see. Yeah. Okay. For a survival knife, you wouldn't, you know, you'd be a bit stupid to really beat the daylights out of it, because it's got to be your, you know, tool that you can really trust. So we're going to look at digging it into this bit of wood in here and check out the tip. Okay, so let's have a look at that. Now this is a bit of very seasoned pin oak, American oak. Let's have a closer look at that now. You know, the knife tip should not be bending in this, that's for sure, absolutely not. Okay. Right, just see how this feathers on here. It's a pretty small blade. Right, that's not bad. Let's have a closer look at that. Pretty comfortable handle, you know, don't feel any problems there with that. Let's just gut this. Alright, nice and sharp, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do that, like that. Okay, we've got some preserved meat here. This is really good to take out and about, and see how we go with this. It's very hard, this stuff, to chop up normally. Need a pretty sharp knife. And this is a hollow grind on here, so on this Chaman, so that will help. Otherwise, a big thick blade like this, maybe, look at that, maybe it would be too difficult. Let's cut it across this way. This is vanadium steel, DIN 1.4116, okay, and I'll put the details of that up down the bottom. Let's have a look at that. Alright, let's just fold that back. Alright, let's have a look and see how sharp that steel is, if that's sharp on the fingernail. Absolutely, hasn't lost its edge. Look at that, hanging thumbnail. Right. See how we go with this. This is really hardened birch. We've got a huge baton here. Get the knife out. Go from the other end. There you go. That pretty hardened birch there, that's for sure. Okay, alright. Alright, just feather up some of these things. These are pretty small. Good control with the knife, that's for sure. You see that there? Strike a fire on this here. There you go. Straight away. Okay, so it's easy to strike a steel on this thumb jimping here. You can see the burn mark there on the blade. The oxide's on there. You can see I've got that fire. There we are there, going pretty quickly with it. You know, it's not too bad. So you need to have some roughened surface there for that. There you go. It's a very comfortable knife. Yeah, and I think it's a pretty capable damn knife actually to be with the mark of supervivencia or survival attached to it.